Hey guys! So the gear that I'm currently using to shoot most of my photo work is a Nikon D750. With this camera, I am usually using a 28-1.8 and a 24-120. I also have a 35mm and a telephoto zoom lens, both for a crop sensor camera. I'll use those from time to time for certain shows, and I also have a Nikon D7000 that I use as a backup camera or secondary camera when I'm shooting. In addition to those, I will also use like certain film cameras to create some content. Like I just picked up this Instax camera that I'll be using on tour to create some Polaroids for Hungover. I also have a Nikon FE2 that is film, and I'll also use like disposable cameras for certain content. As far as recommendations go, I think that whatever you can get your hands on when you're first starting out is all that you need. The most important thing to do is to really build a portfolio and use whatever you have to your advantage and to learn the ins and outs of your camera. Whether it's Nikon or Canon, it is up to your personal preference. For me, the reason why I went with Nikon is because I went to Best Buy, played around with all the cameras there, and decided that I didn't like the sound of the shutter for Canon or Sony cameras, so I've been Nikon ever since. In terms of lenses, I think starting out with a good prime lens, like a 35 or 50 for your camera, is smart, and I think it will really set you up to get the most out of your images. If you can afford a 24-70 at that point, like, that's also a great lens to have, especially in low light situations or club venues where there isn't a lot of available light. That can compensate for a camera body that may not be able to handle a higher ISO. However, in the long run, I think investing into a camera body that can handle a high ISO is super important and very crucial. I saw a major difference between my D750 and my D7000 when I upgraded. I saw that, the D750 could handle higher ISOs with no problem, and I was able to push 4,000 ISO and not really see a lot of grain, whereas with my Nikon D7000, I was pushing 2,000 ISO and it was already pretty grainy, and it wasn't the result that I really wanted, especially when it was a show that I wasn't allowed to use flash and I really prefer not to. So really looking at a camera in the long run that can have those capabilities is definitely important. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what type of gear you have or how expensive it is. It's how you use it and what you can create from it